a member of the Bishop family here?
Yes.
Do you have anything to say?
Not that would make too much sense, but you know, it's property that we've been around and had access to for our whole lives, for a couple generations. And we hate to see what we view as motorcycle activity in the bluffs. It's a very fragile environment, and I don't think you can start with an 18-inch trail, but every trail that's out there right now that's bigger than that, it's not 18 inches anymore if it's used very much. It's about 2 feet deep and really wide, but it's really a very fragile area. It turns into a motorcycle park, and it's anything at all like Aztec Raceway. That's just dirt, and they move it around with their bulldozers. They change it as they need to, and they tear up one side of it, they push dirt over and build it back up. But that can't happen at the bluffs. That property, once it's destroyed, once you put 20 miles of trails in there and they're riding up in the hills with no supervision, just get a bunch of them out there and run around, it's not going to be able to be replaced.
Right.
Thank you.
Let's see, the question is, it seems like this is more of a scoping process. In other words, an attempt to discover what the issues are, and that you'll maybe have some idea of what the issues are by the end of the month, but your deadline is June 10th. How can you possibly complete all the studies that really should be done to look at this property properly and to respect it properly between April 30th and June 10th?
Just a little bit of history for you, if we could. When we entered into land sale agreement with the Case family, we had elected to choose August 31st as the closing date. And we did that with the thought process that we'd do the master planning work through the entire summer. And that was our plan going up here. I'll try to stand as still as I can. We entered into that thinking that it would give us the entire summer to be able to complete the master planning process, or at least make great strides in that area. When we went before the State Trails Committee and Colorado State Parks for the grant that we've applied for, and many of you are aware of that, they split the grant into two different sections. One, a planning section, and the other, land purchase and trail development. They wanted us to come back in June to determine the status of the planning side. Now, what I heard at the meeting, and many of you were there, was they're not expecting a complete, finalized master plan. What they were wanting us to do is to determine, is it feasible to do what we've said we would like to do, which is a cap on the 20 miles of the single-track trail system, and then addressing the environmental neighborhood issues that have come up through this process. That's what we're attempting to do at this point. We fully expect, let's say we go before State Trails and State Parks at the end of June, and let's say they do approve the additional funding that we've requested, we fully expect the master plan process will continue on through the summer, if not the fall, before we can finalize that. You know, the flora folks have said to us, well, how can you analyze the flora when you're not going through a complete growing season? Well, that's a good point. And so, you know, we'll need to analyze that as we go through this process. So at this point in time, attempting to try to determine, are there areas that will make this project not feasible?